All right, everybody, we are back. Welcome to another 2019 World Cup of Design course playthrough. I am Canuck, and Victory Lane Sports is joining me, and we are on to maybe the most unique name we have seen so far in the contest. But today we are playing Sandy Knee Golf Club by Adam Hill. How you doing there, Eric?
Yes. Yes, I am doing really well. And before we hit the first tee, I did send an invite to Mr. Terry Grayson. We'll see if he's popping in here because I think he's ready. He's in the chat
Uh,
and he's
Oh,
loading up the
there he
game.
is. There he is.
yeah, my air card's giving me a fit, guys. You go ahead. I don't wanna disrupt what you're doing. So go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
Hopefully next time. Okay.
Let's fire this up. Adam Hill. He's been around for a while. TGC 1 days. He's been a bit quiet over the last little bit, but I see he's jumping back into the design side of things. So,
Yes, definitely cool. So this is an opportunity to see, um, a design by someone in the competition who, like Andre said, has been a designer in the game for all three versions of the game.
mhm.
So I know some of the courses that we've looked at recently, especially just even the one from last episode, was from a designer who really just getting his feet wet, but put out a fantastic product. And so now, we're going to be looking at a course that is by a designer who's been doing this a while. So it's a nice opportunity to be able to share some things back and forth between different designers of different levels.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Adam Hill is he's rather notorious for making very tough courses. And ooh, this is tight. And also, is this the no bridge stream or something? Or are we just like
I just noticed that, and I was like, okay, are we gonna give? We got to give him
we're
flack
gonna
for
have
it,
to
right?
give him? Yeah, we were just on the last
Yeah.
one, and we are uh, giving some criticisms about lack of bridges on Taylor's course, and I don't seem like we have any here at the start, at least. But okay, wow, this is quite the tight landing area here.
So I think what my first reaction would be is uh, a TGC1 trick is being used here, um, which is to really squeeze the fairway right here in the landing zone.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's a doable strategy. I'll be interested to see as the course goes along if that's something that repeats, because I know I have personally played other courses from Adam, and I know that's something he does like to incorporate into his designs is really stressed out landing areas, um, and good, bad, or indifferent. It can be yeah, we'll see how this round goes, or if it's repeated a lot. It can be a little taxing mentally as you go through if you do that
Yes,
too much.
yes. Some of Adam's courses, I feel like I want to have an anxiety attack with some pins and some landing areas and stuff like that. He makes good courses, but there's a few where you're just like you're stressed out playing them because everything's just like so tight and you got to be precise. Um, but yeah,
Mechanic Script said kayakonlycourses.com.
kayak only courses. It's got a
Yeah,
lot.
even on this second to third shot, no way to get over the water here.
Hmm.
Now, I like the mixed planting here on the hill. I think I would have maybe just varied the size of my rock. I know you used the multi-plant there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding that multi-plant for rocks is becoming very, very helpful, but I think I'm falling in love with the idea of making each rock very sparse, or what am I trying to say? Separated, and then changing the rock style and doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that way, you're mixing a bunch of different types of rocks
Yeah.
in together rather than um, all the same rock as a multi-plant.
Right.
I
And
should
yeah,
not talk while I'm trying to concentrate because it just makes my sentences like 10 minutes long. So.
just be careful with the rocks when you're multi-planting those because those take up a lot of resources. So, as a new designer, it's always those multi-plant rocks are really cool, but use sparingly. All right.
And I'll give him a little bit of flack because we've played, well, we haven't played his World Cup course yet, but the winner of the rookie contest, Ryan McConnell, who did the lakes, the dunes at Lake Marie, which is a fantastic course. If you haven't played that one, Mechanics Grip, others who are newer to the game, if you haven't played that one, definitely play it. But I had to tease him a little bit because he went crazy with the multi-plant rock, and probably the only part of his course that I didn't like was the rock work was way overdone.
Yeah. I like this tee shot.
I do too. I actually like sort of the fact that there's a bunker on the left and then a huge fairway runoff on the right. I really like. You know, if the pin is front or left side, you're kind of battling the bunker, but you do have a bailout long and to the right because you'd be in the fairway. So, pretty. Oh, geez, thank you, HB. Yeah, pretty good design there. I like that.
We got how many deltas have we done now? Delta seems to be the popular choice in the contest right now. I mean, we've had some there's some variants, but I feel like we've seen more delta. Ooh, he almost jarred that. Delta is a fun theme to work in because it is very versatile.
Delta is in. Oh, did he do the same thing on Ramparts? Well, I haven't done a playthrough on that one yet, so I haven't seen that. Trees seem immature, but not because of being rooted near the rock. I'm not an arborist.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
not an
just
arborist. I'm trying
to
to
trees though. The trees in Delta you can make bigger, but they're generally a bit smaller overall.
Okay. Oh, do you mean the trunks? Like they're immature in terms of they look young, like young trees. Too young. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what you mean.
Interesting. All of a sudden, we've got a real thick. Was the rough always this thick? The light rough. It's just a different look on this hole.
I don't know. To be honest, didn't recognize or remember.
Wow, this is
tough tee shot.
Yeah, I imagine with a headwind, you're just kind of laying up, and then you've got a 200-yard plus second shot. Oh, I got a good bounce. You did not.
Ooh, and it's a par 4. Okay. Ouchie mama.
Ouchie mama. There's the new Eric Nesbitt line right there.
Sorry.
Ouchie.
Young kids. That's one of the things one of my sons says.
I like it. I like it. I think I'm gonna start using that. Better than swearing.
Not a fan of this pin. If you don't mind, Andre, do a scout cam and then rotate your camera around. That pin is basically on the point of a cone.
Yeah.
And I just think I think Adam's good enough as a designer not to do that.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of force difficulty, I guess, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Yeah. Like you miss a putt going this direction, and it's just running off the other side. Then you putt it coming back, and you miss it again, it's running off the other side. And it's artificial.
Yeah.
Artificial difficulty.
Yeah.
Yep. And I missed it. Naturally.
It's a fine line between like a making a difficult course and then making what I guess we call a tricked up course. It's finding that fine line. And the tricked up courses used to be really popular in TGC 1.
And you can certainly have domed contours on your greens like that, but don't set the pin in the exact middle of the dome. Maybe have it offset to one side or the other. That way, when you're putting at it, you still have one of the putts is downhill and one of the putts would be uphill.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, again, I'm not sure how you're getting from the tee box to the fairway here. You're going to need, that's an ankle breaking walk with all those hills. But, I mean, we pointed it out on Taylor's course, so we're going to point it out here too.
Yep.
What's up, Irving?
I do like this fairway. I like the fact that it's you're challenging the player to hit a little bit of a fade because there's trees on the right that frame the tee shot, and then there's the bunker providing the hazard on the left of the fairway. And so I actually like that. I like the fact that you, Adam, have made the player say, okay, the correct shot here is a little baby fade around the corner. To me, even though fades and draws in this game are kind of hard to accomplish, I think design-wise, it is something that a course designer in real life would do. So I have no issue with it at all.
I'm off to a hot start here, which I usually don't on Adam's courses. Usually I've thought about throwing a controller at this point with him and his courses, but this one's a little bit, so far, a little bit tamer than what I'm used to from him. Yeah, I'm just playing well.
Yeah, I haven't found anything unfair or anything like that. Yeah. It might be this one, actually. Let me see.
Short par 5, 523 yards. Interesting. Oh. Well.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
That's OB too, isn't it? Oh, that's OB, really?
Yep. So this is one of the things I was mentioning, I think, on a different stream that I was going to pull up to talk about on this stream. I'm not saying I'm right, but I used to be in the PGA of America, so I kind of know how the PGA Tour and the PGA of America think about things like this. Generally speaking, unless there's a very, very good reason for it in terms of golf course safety or anything like that, you want to limit your out-of-bounds lines to be on the perimeter of a golf course. You don't generally use OB. It's fine if it's a hazard, which I realize in this game you can't really create a hazard without having water there. So I understand that he's probably protecting a native area, but it makes it play a little bit. I don't want to use the word unfair, but look at the second shot into the green. If you get a very fast left, instead of just being in, a native area where you would get to pull it out, it's OB, and so you're going to have to lose stroke and distance. And I don't think the PGA of America really likes that type of thing on the interior premise of a golf course. Now, when you have two holes running next to each other and you don't want the people on one fairway to be hitting across golfers playing on another hole, you'll often see OB saying, okay, if you hit it to the right or left of this particular line, it's considered OB because we don't want you taking that route. But anyway, just as kind of a conversation about hazards internal to the perimeter boundaries of a golf course, you don't tend to see them be out of bounds.
Right. I think I was going to do something like that on my last course, Fabled Haven, on that one hole. There's one hole where it's like a short par 4, and there's a big basically a big ravine down into the water, and I was originally going to put OB there, and then I think I was talked out of it. Was this the same thing? This is, I guess, from the other hole.
Yeah, because it's the hole on the other side. Now, with that being said, I mean, let's just say it wasn't OB. The concept is gorgeous.
It is.
Like, I love it.
Yeah.
You know, having it be a wall there with like mulch or dirt or whatever down here, and then the playable surface above that, it's beautiful. Absolutely love it. I just don't think it should be OB. I mean, look at this pin. This pin then is sitting, I would say, what, 6 yards from being out of bounds?
Being out of bounds, yeah. That's a bit crazy.
So that's pretty severe. Love the concept.
Right.
Love the look of the wall and everything. I just don't think it should be marked out of bounds in this game.
Fully agree there.
And it wouldn't be marked out of bounds in real life if the PGA of America came in. They would mark it maybe as protected area.
Right.
They might lateral hazard it, but they wouldn't mark it out of bounds.
Out of bounds, yeah. They do have one. There's a course where I play, and it's almost like a 90-degree dogleg par 5. Doglegs to the left. But on the left side, there's another hole that's going the other way and doglegging to the right. But they make that fairway out of bounds for that hole. So you can't cut the corner, which is interesting.
And that's a normal thing. I've seen that done as a local rule. Say, okay, you know, sometimes they even put like a pole or something out at the bend. Of a hole like that, and say if your ball flight is left of this pole, you're out of bounds.
Right.
And yeah, they do that for obviously safety of the other players, and that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
But
try to play a fade here. Perfect. There we go.
Yeah. And again, love that tee shot. Love the idea of saying, hey, you want to hit the long part of the fairway, you got to hit a good fade. I like that.
Come on, get close. Oh, we'll take that.
Adam's a good designer. I think he enjoys the courses playing. This is me speculating because I haven't actually talked to him about it. My sense would be that he enjoys making the courses play a bit more challenging.
Yep, definitely.
Keeping the scores down a little bit. And I think that's just where he's getting some of these concepts of pinching fairways and doming the green and stuff like that. OB, you know, inside the course like that. I think that's all basically his way of monitoring difficulty on the golf course.
Yeah, so he had one course, I think it was at the tail end of TGC 1 that I think we used for a championship tournament, but it was right, I can't remember the name of it, but it was right on the line of being extremely difficult and unfair, but it was teetered perfectly that it was just that was a course on TGC 1 where if you were 3 or 4 under, that was a good round. And there weren't too many courses like that without them feeling extremely tricked out. That one was borderline, but I think he's kind of taken some ideas from that, and you still see that in a lot of his designs, where sometimes he crosses the line, sometimes it's a good difficulty. But I felt like that course in TGC 1 I really enjoyed because it was just it was a real accomplishment to play well on that. I wish I remembered the name of it. It was a real accomplishment to play well there. Whoop! I dropped my phone. It sounded very loud.
You fell out of your chair.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say something extremely positive about this hole. I love it, and I'll tell you why. Straight hole, straight away. Nothing no trickery about it, but tons of strategy. If you want to hit a driver up into this neck, be my guest. That's your choice. It leaves you a pitch. If you want to lay back, he's given you plenty of fairway to make a safe choice. And then also, if you want to lay back to a certain distance, he's also giving you another safe choice back here. So you could really, as the player, decide, I'm going to take my yardage backwards on a 335-yard par 4 and determine, what distance do I want to have in for my second shot.
Yep.
And I think that's a good golf hole design. Love the bunker that kind of is to the left of the part that's narrow.
Yeah, it's well sculpted. Looks that was just a clean looking hole for me.
Yeah, it looks really nice there. I think it makes perfect sense that it's there. And yeah, Adam is a clean designer. Yeah. He's got all the tools. Sorry, I'm talking and Canucks waiting for me. I'm just hacking my way down the hole. Let me just make this mediocre par real quick.
I'm an impatient man, so I teach for a living, so I can't be impatient.
Okay. Wanted to get your thoughts on this one, Crazy Canuck.
All right. Well, it looks like we've got a similar thing to... I'm guessing that's all going to be OB left.
I think so.
Okay.
But there's a broader discussion to be had here. Maybe the chat will chime in on this as well.
How long is this? 6:20. So it looks like I'm going to have to lay up and then lay up again and then hit a third shot.
Exactly.
Which, yeah. And all of a sudden, that stuff on the left is all of a sudden not out of bounds anymore.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the double layup. No.
Okay. That's what I was wondering, what you would think of that.
Yeah.
I love long par. I almost said long par threes. I do love long par threes too. I love 3-shot par 5s. However, I personally, this is just, my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right. My opinion, if I have to lay up and then just lay up again and then hit a third shot that would basically be 150, 160 yards, it's basically just a par 4 with a trivial drive before it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And so I think a long par 5 that requires 3 shots should have a second shot that gives the player a ton of choices. That's just my opinion, but like I have 183 yards in on my third shot.
Yeah.
And I've been in the fairway both of my previous 2 shots.
I bogeyed, but I had a slow tempo into the fairway, or into the bunker. I mean. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of that double layup for sure.
I just feel like as a designer, if I'm going to make a 3-shot par 5, the first thing I'm thinking of is, are there things in the land that an architect would say, oh, this needs to be a 3-shot par 5, first of all. Are there things dictating to me that it can't be a 2-shot par 5 or whatever? And then the second thing is how it fits into the golf course routing and also strategy of the holes around it. Is there any reason for it to be, I just bogeyed too. I don't know. I just feel, and not tooting my own horn, but number 13 on Old Gobar Farm, to me, is a really good 600 plus yard par 5.
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey guys, just down a little bit for me, okay? Thanks. Sorry. And again, yes, I designed that course with Terry Grayson. I'm not trying to get you to go play it or anything like that. But if you play that course, you'll see on the 13th hole, you have a little bit of a choice off the tee. But generally, you're going to hit a good tee shot down the right fairway. But then what we've done is we've given you a ton of choices on the second shot. If you want to pull out a 3-wood or a 2-wood and hit it, there's a cross creek that's about 40 yards from the green. If you want to try to hit it over that creek and leave yourself with a flop or a pitch in, you're more than welcome to do that. Or if you want to hit a 3-iron and leave it just shy of the creek and leave it yourself a 60-yard or 70-yard pitch, you're more than welcome to do that. Or if you want to hit a 6-iron on your second shot and leave yourself a full wedge into the green on your third shot, you can do that. We've given you all of the options on the second shot of that hole so that it's still a strategic hole rather than, okay, hit a drive, I got to hit a second shot, and I got to hit a third shot, and all I've got to do is make sure that all 3 of them are straight. That's long par 5s that I don't enjoy because there's no choice there. It's just, hit it, and hit it again.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Adam, I'm using you as an example because you're a good designer and I know you can take it, but I didn't love that hole.
Right, number 9.
And now I'm piling on because I'm just helping this people watching to understand why I'm being critical of it, is because I think there's alternative ways to make a 600+ yard par 5 a bit more strategic and enjoyable for the player. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shut up now.
No, that was good. I missed part of it, but long par 5s I find them tough to build. I mean, making a 3-shot par 5 interesting. Like, a lot of people fall into that. I really don't like a 3-shot par 5 where, like, it's a brainless drive, and then your second shot, you're just pulling a 2-wood or a 3-wood and firing it up the fairway, and then it's a pitch, and then a 1-putt. I mean, those it's just length there. It's just, that doesn't make for an interesting hole. So, but I really feel like that hole kind of went the opposite direction. I wasn't not a fan of that 2 layups there. This is a nice hole.
Yeah, this is a beautiful hole. Beautiful work with the retaining wall. It just gives that bunker a little more pizzazz. And he's done it custom. He's put planks along the inside of it, which is, it's extra work. It gives it. So, yeah, it's a very
Come
nice.
back. Oh, how did it stay on the hill there? Oh.
Wow. Yeah. And it's a long par 3, which I like. Yeah, Steamout made a good point. Sorry I didn't address it. I'll get a close look at this wall. The long par 5s, if there's no strategy coming in, then the third shot is basically just a par 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've hit and you've hit again, and now how do you make birdie from that par 3?
Right.
Position.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that was a nice par 3. I liked it.
All right, long par 4 here. Few long holes in a row. Long par 5, long par 3, long par 4. Okay. Corner. Ooh.
And a big separation. So kind of like what we talked about on Hanging Lake. If your tee shot is bad on this, you're taking a 1-shot penalty because you're not gonna get over that separation. Now I realize it's not out of bounds or anything, but you're making bogey probably.
Yeah.
Which is okay. You should be somewhat penalized for bad shots.
Now, one thing I have been noticing, and I do notice this on Adam's courses, is he makes really, I would say, normal to large size greens, but I think he overtucks his pins. I mean, I'm seeing a lot, like, where there might not necessarily be tucked, but he uses the, like, edge of the green. Like, there's like a box or two from the fringe. I just find That's okay every now and then, but sometimes it gets to be. And I noticed that the last course that we played on tour, I think a couple weeks ago, and every pin was like two
Yeah, the Adam
squares.
Hill Invitational.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was tight. And I'm noticing not as much on this course, but I'm still picking it up a bit.
Yeah, remember that hole with the OB native area?
Yeah.
The pin was like, actually, that pin was probably illegal. Just in terms of TGC Tours, the Rangers would probably ask for that one to be moved.
Yeah.
It was only one box from the edge,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I said, it was only 6 yards from being out of bounds from the hole.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just even a slight mistempo, and that's OB. You get 2 of those, and your tournament's over. Okay. Entering the closing holes here. This is a nice look off the tee. Dog leg to the left. Alright. Good planting around here.
Hey, a bridge over the water.
Nice.
Now I got to compliment. This is a nice use of a blind tee shot that was intentional.
Mm-hmm.
You can only see about as much of the hole as maybe up to about 260 yards, and then everything else goes downhill after that. However, absolutely nothing wrong with that because it's clear from his sculpting that was intentional.
Right.
And so that's part of the design of this hole. And I have no problem with that.
Yeah, this was a nice one. I made birdie, so that makes it even nicer.
I am just stuck in mediocrity in this game.
So as we're nearing the end of the month, that will be the deadline for courses to be in. We are hoping we get all 32 in. We do have some standbys in place, I think.
Yep.
But shortly after, we are going to be doing our pool draw. So hopefully that should be a fun show. We'll get to highlight the designers and really look at the matchups and speculate and all that fun stuff. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm flying into Vancouver for that show, so it'll be
perfect. Sleeping on my couch.
I wish that were true, but no, sorry, it's not. I'm trying hard enough just to get the Whistler one.
Yeah, we'll keep working on it.
Oh, I am. I'm not going to quit.
Okay, I like it. Oh, this is.
Got the money to do it. It's more the time, and just right. Working all that out. So I want to make sure if I can kind of win that. That battle.
Pulling for you. Looks like we're locked into a 5-iron off the tee here.
Yeah, I think more could be done with this one. I'm not opposed to saying, hey, here's a par 4 that you got to lay up. Okay, mm-hmm. It's totally fine.
But there's literally no other option. Like, even if the wind was way up, I might have a shot, but I mean, there's no shot other than here's an iron layup.
Yeah, almost like I'll offer a possibility. I know you guys can't see my screen, but he's got the bunker on the front of the fairway and the bunker to the right of the fairway. I like that. What if the fairway made a major left-hand turn, kind of went around the corner by another, 80 yards, to where, hey, if you want to, get up there closer, that's fine. You're going to have to hit a big old draw with it. That's fine.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Then the player could still hit the 5-iron off the tee like we did, mm-hmm. Or if they want to try to hit a massive draw, they can.
Yep.
Just an option. Not a bad hole by any means, but just a alternative possibility. Nope, not gonna make that birdie putt either.
Close.
Oh man, I need to. Before I fly to Vancouver, I need to fly to England and just have a teaching session with the Juicy Dangler.
Perfect. You just make it part of the trip. Go there first, and then come over to Vancouver. You can wear like Eric's favorite tight dress, and he'll spin the wheel like a model. I don't think anyone wants to see that.
No, I don't think they do. Nor, by the way, let's just watch those rumors right now. Nor do I own it. However, I do own pink clothing.
All right. Well, if you come to Whistler, you better wear a pink golf shirt one day at least.
One day?
Okay. Well, I'm saying minimum.
Every day?
Every day is also good.
I like this hole.
Yeah, me too.
It's
oh, I'm short.
Just seem to have a lot of the aspects of a I don't know, just a normal, challenging 460-yard par 4.
Mm-hmm. Chai Pard. I'll take it.
Certainly a tour-worthy course, I'd say.
I think so.
I think this will find its way to TGC Tours, which, at the end of the day, contests are fun, but if anybody has seen the new mission statement that we all came up with for TGC, wow, that was amazing. Design contests. One of the goals in the mission statement is absolutely to provide courses for the TGC Tours. That is really what this is all about. So.
Yep, that's our sneaky mission. We're trying to. We really want courses. That's what we're doing it for. Just a good push to. We're gonna get 32 awesome courses. Wouldn't be surprised if we see every one of these on tour at some point. A pretty little par 3.
It's beautiful. If I could make one suggestion, just because I have played this before, and it's something that I noticed. Once you get down here on green level, I actually love this green. It's a lot of contouring to it, and the pin isn't over to the side. It's a really nice green. But once you get down to the level, that waterfall is basically blocked by all that planting.
Yeah, it is a little hidden.
So I think I would have opened that up a little bit back there, and really accentuated it's a nice feature that he's got there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how'd I miss that?
As far as downhill short par 3s go, it's really good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Hey, Jellybean, what's going on? What do you mean what's gone on this round? Oh, because I'm +1? Yeah, I'm just very good.
He's doing his best. He's struggling a little bit. What's up, Matt?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're still doing the playthroughs. We're just finishing up our second one. This is a World Cup course, Jeremy. Everyone popping up right at the end here, just as we're about to sign off for the day. We've done 2. We did, what was the first one we did? Hanging Lakes, and now we're doing Sandy Knee. So these will both be up on YouTube very shortly. Okay. Ooh. Go around another interesting little short par 4 here. Oh, okay. I don't mind this one. I don't mind this one as much as the last. The last one really forced, but this one, there's a little more strategy to this shot, I think.
I agree. As I'm looking at it, I agree.
I don't mind the layup here.
Yeah, because he's given you enough fairway to where you could hit 3-wood. Even I carry a 2-wood. It looks like I could even hit a 2-wood. You know, and you have to hit it accurately.
No.
With a draw, with a right-hander, you'd have to hit a fade. So I'm gonna try that just because my score is so bad anyway. I just want to see if the massive fade works.
Big banana ball.
And it did. So nice. Oh, I actually hit it too far with the wind.
Get in. Oh, there we go. I like that one. Matt doing
I
some
see.
design streaming.
Oh, yep.
That's good. He's getting into that. We need more people streaming design, I think.
Yeah, and there's been some guys doing it. I hopped on last night, but Stefan, which is Kevin, he designs a lot, doing a lot of design streaming, and Matt and Jeremy,
Yep.
Joe Golfer G, Jeremy Corbin here. Oh, and there, big smooth one. I'm naming guys that design on stream.
Perfect.
Make sure you're following Big Smooth One, Jeremy Corbin, Matt F27, Stefan.
I'd like to see a Matt Getty's
Obviously,
design
Andre.
stream.
Wouldn't everybody?
Finishing hole here.
I'd just like to see another Matt Getty's golf course. Can't get enough of them.
Yeah. I guess
It's like
he
he
was
he
alright.
had a baby. You know, it's like he had a baby and has like things to do now or something.
What a lame excuse. Well, it sounds like the wife is gone today, so it's all TGC for him. Nice.
Oh, you should have a course out by Monday then.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be looking for it.
nice lighting on this final hole here. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of these rocks up at the... Yeah, that could have used a little more. I think the rocks up by the bunkers there, they just look like they're plopped in. I think those could have been a little bit, maybe more naturally planted or something. Ooh, is this a Redan on 18? Maybe?
Not really.
Damn.
I mean, I guess it's Rodan inspired, you could say, but I don't know that I would consider that Rodanish. It's just contoured in a similar way. Then again, I'm not the one to be answering that.
Well, look forward to that, Matt. That'd be cool. I have had a lot of people asking me when I'm going to be continuing my tutorial series. It's coming, but there's a few things that people want me to tackle that I need to work on myself, because like retaining walls and waterfalls, everyone wants waterfalls. That's the one I get the most. What are you going to do a waterfall one? When I learn how to build them myself.
You could just have one of us help you if you want.
I'm actually gonna be asking probably someone. I'm gonna link. Mayday did a good one on retaining walls, so I'm gonna link his in one of my videos soon, I believe. More trucking later. Yeah, I've been really into the American Truck Simulator, but maybe when I'm back, I got a hockey game here in about an hour, so. Maybe when I get back from hockey, maybe.
Boy, that is my first over par round on TGC in a long time.
Wow.
Remember, it almost happened last time we did a playthrough, but then I saved it at the end. But this time I couldn't save it.
Yes, Matt, we're going to have a trucker convoy meetup in 2020. Yeah, more into the trucking than the golf now. No, I'm just enjoying it right now. All right, well, we're done. It's Sandy Knee. I enjoyed it. I think there were a few things that we talked about that maybe design-wise were something we weren't fans of, but overall it was a very clean course. I think it was a bit more on the difficult side. But overall, I enjoyed it.
For me, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I was +1. Yeah, I agree. I think my summary comments would be that we definitely saw more elements in this design that were different than some of the other courses. Strategy choices or design choices that maybe some of the other guys aren't doing or choosing to do, as far as pinched fairways or tucked pins or more challenging contouring on the greens relative to the pin locations, etc. Those types of things. A couple of things fell flat in terms of playability. Not that it was unplayable or not tour worthy. I think it could be on tour, no problem.
Yeah.
But I think some of the holes just didn't quite give me everything I needed. Particularly that 3-shot par 5, or some of the par 4s where I don't have any options other than just force me into what you want me to hit. So outside of that, I mean, it's clean. His work is good. His planting's good. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I think his design style and mine are just slightly different, and I don't quite jive with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was another good one. Thank you guys for checking out the stream and the videos. Eric and I will be back soon. I don't know when, but we will let you guys know. And we're going to keep catching up with these courses. So thanks, guys, for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.